After a fantastic meal the night before, we had a refreshing breakfast at the Hotel Grahor in Cenzana. The Hotel Grahor is made up of a number of buildings with different levels of accommodation. The hotel is nestled amongst vineyards, and we chose the cheaper style of accommodation. However, we were very happy with the room being quaint and clean. Breakfast was included, costing €100 for the night. Checking out of the hotel, we made our way back to Dutovlje via the windy and times narrow road. We dropped in to visit Sandra's grandparents and other relatives at the local cemetery and paid our respects. The beautiful, maintained tombstones tell stories of generations past. Just a short drive away, you'll find the Dutovlje Catholic Church. We marvelled at its inspiring architecture. Sandra reminisced the times she went to church there with her grandmother. The old Catholic church is in the centre of town. However, unfortunately it is no longer in use, despite the fact that it is in very good condition on the inside and out. The views from the back of the church overlooks the beautiful valley, showcasing the many farms, vineyards and other small villages. Our journey continues with a special visit to Sandra's grandmother's old house, being the same house Sandra stayed in back in 1984. It now stands silent and waiting while one of the cousins slowly renovates the old building back to its former glory. Leaving Dutovlje, we embarked on a scenic road trip to Trieste, Italy. Our first stop was the enchanting Miramar Castle, perched majestically on a spectacular location on a rocky spur jutting out into the Adriatic Sea. Miramar Castle is a 19th century castle direct on the Gulf of Trieste. It was built from 1856 to 1860 for Austrian Archduke Ferdinand Maximilian and his wife Charlotte of Belgium, based on a design by Carl Juncker. The castle's grounds include an extensive cliff and seashore park of 22 hectares, designed by the Archduke himself. The grounds were completely re-landscaped to feature numerous tropical species of trees and plants. These gardens were spectacular, and a visit to the castle and surrounding gardens will not disappoint you. We found a cosy, however well-appointed room in the middle of the city for only €80. This also included subsidised parking for our car and a discount at a local cafe for breakfast. We went for a walk and found a nice restaurant and had an early dinner before going for a walk through the city, checking out the many seaside stores and other local sites in the city. The next morning, we made our way to the ancient Roman theatre, set in the middle of the city, which was built in the 1st century. It could accommodate more than 6,000 spectators. In the Middle Ages, it was hidden by houses that were built over the site. Excavated and restored back in 1938, it is still now used for shows and artistic events in the city. We then made our way to Trieste Cathedral, also known as the Basilica Cathedral of San Giusto. It is a Roman Catholic cathedral and the main church of Trieste. The Chapel of the Treasure holds important objects like the reliquarium urn of St. Justus and the Battuti crucifix, both dating from the 13th century, and the halberd of St. Sergius, which has become the emblem of Trieste. Our next stop was the Temple of Monte Grisa, officially the national shrine of Mary Mother and Queen. It is a Roman Catholic church north of the city of Trieste. Located at the altitude of 300 metres on the edge of the karst plateau above Baccola and Miramar Castle, it is the most conspicuous landmark. It was built at the initiative of Antonio Santin, the Bishop of Trieste and Koper. Seeing the riots between the Nazi occupiers and the National Liberation Committee on the 30th of April 1945, he made a vow to erect a church. If Trieste was saved from the total destruction. The city was saved, and in 1959 Santin obtained permission from Pope John XXIII to build a pilgrimage church dedicated to the Holy Mary as a symbol of the peace and unity of all people. The temple was designed by Professor Antonio Garucci after sketches by Santin. The triangular structures should evoke the letter M as a symbol of the Holy Mary. The church was built in between 1963 and 1965 after the first stone had been laid on the 19th of September 1959. Santin inaugurated the church on the 22nd of May 1966. From the charming streets of Dutovlje to the historical wonders of Trieste, this journey was filled with unforgettable moments and cultural riches. We hope you enjoyed this adventure from Slovenia to Italy, and we look forward to sharing more travel experience with you soon. Grazie and ciao!